Character of the Week. Happy Black History Month. Blerds and Whiskey presents today's Character of the Week, Bass Reeves. Now, ordinarily, when you think of like Westerns, you think of the hero with the white hat, six-shooter, shootout to OK Corral, Walker, Texas Ranger, Lone Ranger, things like that. But you don't think of this gentleman, Bass Reeves. Born in 1838, he was born a slave, and because of his job without benefits, he was indoctrinated into that war, Civil War, fighting on the side that wanted to keep him. So essentially, him and his master had a dispute over a card game, and he turned his 2-week notice in the form of a punch.
I'm gonna punch you in your face, nigga, cause you a fucking...
Knowing the dire consequences and possibly getting lynched, he decided to flee to Native American territory, where he was safe there. By there, he also befriended the Seminole, the Creek, and the Cherokee. Once the war was over, he was declared a free man. He was safe to travel back. He was deputized, other than the fact that he was 6'2" and a strong person. He was deputized because he knew the land very well. A lot of the criminal element would flee to that land. So he knew the land well. He spoke several languages. He was a friendly face to the Native Americans, so he wasn't seen as an outsider. Now, he wasn't the first black man to become a lawman. However, history depicts a certain shade more than others when it comes to the revisioning of cowboys. So you don't really think of us. But although he wasn't the first, he was one of the best. Over 3,000 arrests. It didn't matter who the bounty was. He always got his man. He arrested his own son because he murdered his wife. He arrested his pastor who baptized him because he was selling bootleg liquor. Yeah, I don't know. That's something I should celebrate. I feel weird. Why would you arrest your son? Well, he did murder his wife. One of his greatest strengths, as far as being the lawman that made him gave him such a good reputation, is knew the land very well. He spoke several languages, but also he used his cunning and guile and detective skills to always get bounty. Not to say that he didn't still go through his fair share of discrimination, because let's be real, it's the 1800s. There have been times where his own co-workers would still discriminate against him because of his skin color. One time he got reprimanded for yelling at an inmate who was white. So essentially he got yelled at for doing his job. Because ACAB. An expert marksman with 2 6-shooters, a steel reserve, an unwavering constitution, made him a very reputable and feared lawman. Once criminals knew that it was Bass Reeves that was after him, they just turned themselves in. Is he Batman? Anyway, Black Hiroshima, we salute you. Bass Reeves, still ACAB. Back to you guys.
Like, share, subscribe.